I was anchoring the evening news, and all of a sudden I had this, it was during commercial break, and I had this intense hot flash. I was like, I think I'm gonna pass out. I don't know what's going on with me.
Welcome to Lifting with Liz. I am so excited to bring to you my friend, Tamsen Fadal. We've known each other for a long time, but never gotten to have a sit-down discussion. Not really sitting down, to be honest. We're gonna be working.
Yeah, I heard we're really working.
Really gonna do some work today. For those who don't know Tamsen, I feel like you don't need an introduction, but she's an advocate in the menopause space, an Emmy award-winning journalist. She also has her own podcast called The Tamsen Fadal Show. She's the author of How to Menopause. And finally, she's the producer of one of the most epic documentaries of this generation, I would say, M Factor.
I was gonna say, and your friend.
And
that was
my
my
friend,
other part of my title.
Most importantly to me. Thank you so much for coming to Lifting with Liz.
Thank you. Please don't intimidate me.
I'm not gonna intimidate you. We're just gonna get a little sweated.
Okay, good.
Working out with somebody is my favorite way to get real and sort of break down the barriers. It's, I think, the best way to bond. We're gonna begin with a little warm up, and I'm gonna start by asking you, how is your body feeling today?
It feels good. I was actually thinking about it on the way here. I was like, oh my gosh, am I ready to go? But you know what? It feels good. I did some long walks in the park this weekend, which is nice. And I was traveling a little bit. So yeah, so walking is my go-to.
Okay.
Yep.
And are you doing weightlifting? It seems like you are.
I do. I weight lift about 3 times a week, which is nice. I used to be like cardio, and then, realize how important strength training was. So that's what I'm doing now.
That sounds very similar to what my path was. I used to be a big runner, and thankfully clicked with strength training, which is so important for us women at this time of our lives. So I'm gonna take you through what our workout is, and I am gonna make you talk a little bit while we do it, but I promise we can do both at the same time. So we are gonna start with some suitcase deadlifts.
All right.
Then we're gonna do some kneeling halos. We're going to do single leg RDLs, Romanian deadlifts,
all right.
med ball slams.
I like those.
To get some of that aggression out, and my family will be happy if I do that. And finally, we're going to march in place to really activate our cores. So this is a full body workout. It's going to help us with our lean muscle mass, our bone density, all the things that we care about.
Good. I'm ready.
Awesome.
Okay. I'm following your lead.
Our feet are going to be about hip width apart. You can have a nice little natural bend in your knees.
Okay.
And then keeping your torso proud, you're going to, and your core activated, bend your knees and grab it.
Okay.
And then just come up just like that and really squeeze through your glutes on the way down.
Ooh, I feel them in my glutes.
Yes. Okay. I have heard you talk about the fact that it was about 2019 when you experienced a hot flash on air, right?
Yeah.
Can you take me back in time to what that moment was like?
Yeah, I was anchoring the evening news. Did every night. And all of a sudden I had this, it was during commercial break, and I had this intense hot flash, which I didn't know was a hot flash then. It was just this sweat that came up everywhere, from my core, and into my hair, my boobs, everywhere.
Wow.
And I was like, I think I'm gonna pass out. I don't know what's going on with me. And somebody brought me to the bathroom, and I just promptly lay down on the floor to cool off.
Wow.
And I was fine after that. And then I wound up going home and then starting I gotta go to my doctor and see what's happening.
Yeah.
One doctor gave me antidepressants and said it's anxiety. Another doctor was like, I don't know, I don't know. You should relax a little bit and try to get some more sleep. You're stressed out. And then finally I did blood work, and my OBGYN said, in my patient portal, in menopause, any questions? And that was it. It was here's your diagnosis, and that was it. Yeah. And so it set me out on a course of what is going on? And that's where it all started.
That is an intense experience, and I can't imagine actually going through that while on air.
I thought I had this unique story, and what I realized is that there's so many women out there during this time in their life dealing with things they don't know about. And so I think it's taught us a lot. We've got a lot of education to do.
Yeah, well, you took that kind of scary, unexpected moment and turned it into something for good. You are all over the place at summits, conferences, the White House. We saw each other there at the end of last year. You are a busy bee. You're doing a lot.
Well, I feel like there's so much that needs to be done, in this place of women's health and longevity and perimenopause and menopause. So, I think that the most important, all the way around like this?
Yep, you're doing it perfectly.
I feel like the most important thing to me was originally, we got to educate women in menopause. I've partnered with some different companies and organizations, one of them Noom, create a menopause hub there to educate women. And then the big other thing I want to do is make sure that once they get educated about it, they're starting to do things like this to take care of themselves and really look at longevity, because I, for one, didn't realize how important all of it was. I didn't realize how important weight training is, how important it is to eat an anti-inflammatory diet. Things that were like, I don't know, I kind of like knew about, I just didn't realize the importance of them.
The longevity conversation is picking up so much steam, and
Me
I'm
too.
so here for it. I would love to actually hear your perspective.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of talk, especially on the men's side, about
100%.
living forever, living
Yep.
to 200, being immortal. I'm exaggerating, but you get it.
No, I know.
There's the whole optimization, biohacking
Yep.
conversation happening. And for me personally, I can't speak for every woman, but I just want to be able to play with my kids and go on a hike when I'm in my 70s. I just want to feel good as long as I can.
I agree with you completely. I think, you know, I want to live longer. But I don't want to live longer sick, or I don't want to live longer weak. And I think that those are the things that I look at very differently now. I'm 54 years old, and I've realized that like there's some things I have to start paying attention to. There's some things that don't work like they used to, but we could make work better. And I think that you're right. You know, there's a lot of the guys as part of the conversation, and I was not hearing enough women, quite frankly. And I mean, look, that goes back to being in a gym. You weren't seeing women lifting weights at first. We were on the Stairmaster, running in place. And so I'm excited about it, but I feel like there's a much bigger conversation that we have to have about this.
Yeah.
And so I get excited with partnerships and people and podcasts like this to spread that message.
Speaking of things we need to do
Yes.
to feel good for as long as possible, we're gonna do some RDLs. That is Romanian deadlifts, but we're gonna do it on one leg.
Okay.
And I am just gonna fully admit, I am awful at these. I need to work on my balance big time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna attempt to demo one correctly.
Okay.
Everybody
Show
watching
us,
at
ma'am.
home is probably going to correct my form, as they love to do in the comments. Love
Oh,
how
no,
eagle-eyed they
I
are.
won't.
But you're gonna start on your left side
Okay.
and really push through that left heel. You can put your left arm out to the side. I like to tense it. It just gives me a little more power and stability. I also love to find a spot on the floor in front of me and just pick a stationary point. So you're gripping that weight like you mean it in your right hand, and then you're going to lift your right foot. Now, if you're like me, I have sort of a flare out, so try to keep it in so that your hip's not rotating out. And then you're going to slowly take that weight.
Ooh, you're
down
bending
to your
with
foot.
it. Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? You
gonna
can
hold
also
you.
grab my, you can hold me. We could feel free to grab my shoulder, or we can just do that. Feel free to grab my
so
shoulder.
much better.
If you
Okay.
want some
Let's
extra
just-
support. Yes.
Okay.
That was good.
Thank you.
And you can put your foot back down.
I'm
to
staying like behind this.
I know. Okay. We'll do 5 of these.
Okay.
These are, I mean, my leg is already quivering.
Yeah. My butt hurts.
3. That's good. That's what we want. We want our glutes hurting. That's 4. Last. Yes. Good.
I will not follow you, I promise.
So I love these kind of moves because, first of all, I have a very big dog. I have a Bernese Mountain Dog, and she loves to yank me.
Oh
when I
yeah,
walk
you
with
need
her.
this. Your arms look, I love. They look
Thank
so
you.
good.
But there's so many times that I could like be yanked off a curb or quickly with her.
Yeah.
And when I do my balance work consistently, I swear it helps me from,
Stay sturdy.
yes, stay sturdy.
How
It
much does
helps
she
me
weigh?
from twisting an ankle. She's kind of a little burner. She weighs about 85 pounds. Tamsen, you are such a lifter-upper of other women.
Oh,
like the number of women in the health space, longevity space, menopause space, perimenopause space, that you're sharing their books or their new podcasts or like coming on this show to hang out with me. Has that always been in your DNA, or is that something that's extra important now?
I think it's always been in my DNA, but I didn't have the opportunity to do it necessarily.
Yeah.
Like I did news for a very, very long time, you know. With news, you cover news. I was always obsessed with women starting businesses and reinvention. Obsessed with that. So and I actually created a segment called Change Makers at my last job because I just loved, like it was kind of my extra passion project. But when I got into this space, we're understanding the need for a community, the need for education, the questions about how to eat, how to work out, how to, stay healthy longer, how to make sure that we are lifting each other up, no pun intended, but like lifting each other up all the time, because I came from an industry that was very competitive, you know, and so I don't think I've ever seen such a community of women, which is why I get very excited about sharing them and keeping that bond. And I think that community has helped me in a lot of different ways. There's no question.
I can see that, and I feel that way too. There's a lot of love and sharing and support, and it really, the ethos is all ships rise together, and the more we can bring these voices to the forefront and amplify them, the more women we can reach and help.
I couldn't agree more. I really do feel it.
Okay, you're grabbing your med ball.
Okay.
Now we're doing our
I'm done
find
with
some
this.
space. Okay. You seem very happy today. I'm feeling pretty happy too, but this is a great way to get out any
anger
issues, aggression,
rage,
and also just engage your core, and it's great work for your arms. All right, so we're just gonna do 5 of these, okay?
Okay.
Yep.
Woo! Okay.
Feels good, right?
Yeah, it does. That felt really good.
You can keep doing
it.
We are now marching in place for our
right.
cores. Okay, so we hold it in our hands.
Okay, if I only have
just
to do
right
one,
in front of our chest, and then we lift up. Come march with me.
Yes. All right, good. I like it.
So more balance, but
Okay.
really good for our cores.
Really. Yeah, I like this.
This is a great core.
Can use
That
2 arms
sneaky
for this.
core.
It is sneaky core.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Start
let's
feeling
do one more each side, and then we go through that one more time, and we get to cool down.
Wait, we're doing the whole thing again?
We're doing the whole thing one more time.
I
You
was
got
so
this. You
excited. I thought we
crushed
were
it.
done.
We're almost done. We're getting
Holy
there.
moly.
All right, suitcase deadlifts. So
Okay.
this is a real workout.
You weren't kidding.
I wasn't kidding. But now you know the drill, so this
I
is
do,
gonna be,
okay.
so
All right, I'm
feet
ready.
hip width apart,
I won't whine.
like you mean it. You have called yourself in the past a bonus mom, which is
Yeah.
the cutest term.
Oh, thank
So
you.
tell me a little bit about that and your family,
Yeah.
and how does your work and your focus on longevity play into all that?
So I got married for a second time at 50.
Okay.
And my husband Ira
Other
is
side.
in some of my videos, even though begrudgingly. And he has 2 children, a son and a daughter, and his son is married to a sweet woman. So I have I have 2 bonus kids and a bonus daughter-in-law, and I love them. You know, it's really fun. It's like a whole different side to my life. I'm not a mother myself, and so yeah, it's been exciting, and it's like a perfect time in life, I think, for it. And I do think it plays a lot into longevity. You know, oh, thank God. Okay.
That was the last time on those.
That one sucked.
Having a family to show up for.
Having a family show up for, and also like wanting to be there when they want to run around. And then there's also this, you know, they're a little bit older, but like, you know, I want to be there and feel good about myself too, and not be like, oh, come to me because I can't get up, or I don't want to do that. So longevity has played a big role in my life, and I partnered with Noom, and I've talked about it a little bit online, but their message really hit me in a big way, which was, you know, living healthier and talking about longevity and women's health. And I don't personally think enough companies have focused on that. I personally don't think enough of us think about that, because we put everybody else first until it's like an emergency. And so I get really excited with partners like that, because I want that message. I don't want to just be anybody. I think it's really important to have that core message of habits, of behaviors that we can take into our life, so we're not doing something once and then forgetting about it, right? And so I really feel good about that message, and feel good about helping myself along the way while I'm doing that.
I love that.
It's a big deal, and you know.
It is a big deal.
And I have a little nephew that runs around. He's 14, so he'd keep me, you know.
Those 14-year-olds.
I've learned how to shop for sneakers. I've learned how to, you know, do all the things that a little 14-year-old would do too.
Sneaker shopping is one of my favorite things to do with them. You mentioned healthy habits, little micro actions.
Yeah.
I might have done some really deep digging on you.
Oh, okay.
And I remember coming across something that I think you said that you love your tongue scraping.
I love my tongue scraping.
Do you have a
tongue scraper?
I do. I love it too. And we can go the other direction.
I did a podcast one time, and it was Lisa Bilyeu, and she said to me, "What's a tongue scraper?" And so I sent her like 3 of them, and she was like, "You are crazy."
There's nothing more
I love
satisfying
it. I
than
love them.
scraping
I was
your
going to
tongue.
send you them if you didn't have them. My routine when I became older went from like 5 minutes of taking off my makeup, you know, to now 25 minutes of like putting moisturizer all over my body and cleaning everything off of it. You know, so I do feel like,
That's
you know,
good.
it's different. Well, I mean, it takes a long time now to get ready for bed, but I do like those kind of things. And I have like, I have little habits, like I do breathing. I really do try to walk a lot of steps. And so it's about 8,000 steps I try to walk every day. And so I get out in the park in the morning. It's habits though. It's like, I don't want anyone to feel like they listen to something and they're like, oh, Tamsen told me I have to do 9 things or I'm not going to be any good at anything. Because I think that's not what you want. You want to have those behavioral changes, right?
We're doing our RDLs again.
I'm tired too.
I know. Actually, 2 more now.
Okay.
I know, I'm getting tired. I can feel it.
Oh, me too. If you want to rest, we can rest.
We've talked a lot about this time of our lives as women.
Yeah.
What are you loving right now that has absolutely nothing to do with health, longevity, menopause, just something you're into?
I do enjoy time with my husband, and mocktails. I do like mocktails.
Okay, so hanging out with Ira
so hanging out with him and as much as we can. I always used to be like, someday I'm going to do this and someday I'm going to do that. And I feel like this is my someday.
I love that.
That's how I feel. And I'm enjoying my podcast. I like interviewing people. So those are fun.
Tamsen's podcast is awesome. Definitely check that out.
Okay,
we're doing 5 of these. Okay. I'm excited.
Me too.
Like we mean it.
I like it because you made it just 5 for
Last
me.
one.
It's a 5? Okay, good.
5 so you can really do them hard. If you had not been a journalist and on TV and you weren't an advocate right now, in an alternate universe, what would you have done with your life professionally?
Broadway.
Broadway.
I would have been on Broadway. That's what I would have done.
I could see that.
Yes, I would have been.
She's a star.
I would have been Roxy Hart. That's what I would have wanted to play. That would be my dream role.
Oh, I
or
love that.
McCoy. Yeah.
Well, hey, you never know. This is the first day of the rest of our lives.
I know, right?
Okay, one more question on this front. I get asked all the time, particularly because I just made a professional pivot. Yeah. How do you do it emotionally, mentally? How do you take the step and jump off the cliff without the safety net? What advice would you give to women?
You know what? It's funny. When I did it, I was like, am I doing it? Should I do it? Can I do it? And it took me a little bit of time. It wasn't like, I think I just did extra. Okay.
You did.
It wasn't just like, I'm going to leave my job, but I took a little bit of time to say, what do I want to do? And what is not serving me in this? And I found myself every day going into work, which I loved my job and I had an incredible job. And I felt very lucky. But every day I was thinking about something else. And it wasn't that I hated what I was doing, it was just something else kept pulling me. And it's funny, I was having a conversation with Bobby Brown because she has a book coming up. And she said to me, I said, do you ever get that question? She goes, yeah, I just say, you have to just start. And I said, I know, because I never know, that's exactly what I had to do. And so there were fears that came with it. There was hard times. There was a lot maybe I should just go back and do what I was doing before because I was comfortable with it.
Yes.
And I understood it. But I've learned to be, I don't want to sound cliche, but I've learned to be okay when I'm not comfortable and go, tomorrow's gonna be a different day. I'm never comfortable in the discomfort, but I understand that it's gonna pass and then I'm gonna either learn the thing or I'm gonna find somebody to help me learn it. So yeah.
Well said. That very much tracks with what I've experienced. We get to cool down now.
Yes.
We're gonna just go back to our parasympathetic state and do some breathing and stretch while we chat. Okay, I ask every guest on Lifting with Liz these high 5 questions at the end of the show. So number 1, something surprising that's in your gym bag.
In my gym bag, something surprising. Am I allowed to say weird things on here or no?
Yes.
I found nipple covers in my gym bag. I don't even know why they were there. Is that bad?
That's not bad at all.
Is that a weird thing?
No, the weirder the better in my opinion.
Okay.
Nipple covers. Are they there right now?
Yeah, they're like the little things. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sick of wearing a bra.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that and then.
You never know when you might need them.
I know.
Be real.
And I found 4 pairs of readers in there. I buy them constantly and I'm like, I have one face. So yeah, those are my 2
I
things.
relate to that.
I carry my life with me.
Misplacing my glasses. Number 2, what is a power song that never fails you?
Oh, I'm gonna age myself, Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive.
Let's go. That's not aging you, that's a classic forever. I hope the kids continue to listen to that in perpetuity. Okay, number 3, what is a go-to mantra that you have?
Live your someday today. I think it's constant what I say. My dad said it to me a long time ago and he was like, you keep saying that someday you're gonna do this and someday you're gonna figure this out. And I hear it all the time, well, this is that day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's right. And so I really do think about that a lot. Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah,
I really do. And I think that actually relates very much to what you were just saying about the art of the pivot and having the courage to take that leap.
I don't think it's always easy, but I just think that you have to, go for it.
We didn't talk so much about nutrition, though you mentioned your diet and really focusing on anti-inflammatory foods. Do Do you have a favorite meal of the day? And what would it be?
I do this hot girl menopause smoothie in the morning because it kind of, I mean, I made a fun name for it, but it has a lot of protein to get me started.
Like protein powder?
Yeah, protein powder. And then I have greens that are in it, whether it's spinach or greens, you know, like just a mix, vitamin D. And so I think I know that's super important. Chia seeds, so I try to get the fiber, the protein, and some greens for anti-inflammatory. Cinnamon is in it. And I try to do all that just because I feel like at least it gets me off to a good start, right? I don't want to be like out the door and then go, oh, I'm gonna grab some toast or you know what I mean, whatever it is. So that I know I'm having, and that plan helps me. And then I am big with the Mediterranean diet. I don't red meat. Oh, I don't eat meat at all. So fish is a big part of what I do. And you know, I don't know if that's my favorite meal, but
Okay, those are great.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm totally gonna make your smoothie. Do you use any milk in it?
I use almond milk, any kind of plant-based.
And you put some ice in it?
I put ice in it,
Okay.
a little bit of water if it feels too thick, half a banana, chia seeds sometimes.
We're gonna share that recipe with everybody,
absolutely.
and I'm gonna be making it tomorrow morning for my breakfast.
I like that.
Fifth and final high five. What is one word people would use to describe you, Tamsen?
Oh gosh, I think disorganized. Like I really do think that. I hope not, but that would be one in my real life. And then I think, look, I think that it would be somebody that feels like a girlfriend. You know, I do hope that. I do hope that because I'm not a mom, that you know, that younger women can have an example if they need that.
Well, I have never known you to be disorganized, so maybe as we get to know each other even more, I will see that. Some words that come to mind for me are passionate, kind, and I was going to say nurturing.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You definitely have that
you.
mothering, you know, there for your friends and even women that you don't know, and lifting them up.
Thank you.
I just adore you and appreciate you,
Aw,
and I'm so
happy.
glad we got to hang out and get a
me
little
too.
workout in. One more high five, and thank you so much for being on Lifting with Liz.
Thank you.